Today's study is the study of plants. We are going to study the different parts of the plants, the root, the leaf, the stem, the buds, and all those parts. We are going to study the life cycle of a plant. We are going to study flower, the pollination. We are going to study about seeds and how plants reproduce vegetatively. So let's begin the lesson. I wanted to understand that plants are living things, essential for our ecosystem. They provide us with energy. Plants are the source of food for other living things. They also provide us with oxygen to breathe. They take the solar energy. They take the solar energy from the sun and with the help of carbon dioxide, convert it into chemical energy and store it in the form of glucose. And during this process, they give out oxygen which I and you breathe. Although these plants look different in structure from each other, they all have a similar part. They all have roots, they all have the stem, they have branches, they have leaves, they have flowers, and they have fruits. So we're going to study the parts of the plant. The root, this lower portion, the white portion that you see, the root is that part of the plant which remains under the soil. It remains under the soil. Roots fixes the plant to the ground. Root absorbs the water for the plants. Roots bind the soil. Roots bind the soil. See, I can lift this plant with this weight. It is holding it up. See, my hand, see, it's the whole weight of this thing. The roots binds the soil. And roots store food like carrot, radish, and tapioca. We are going to study types of roots. There are mainly two types of root, the taproot and the fibrous root. The taproot that is there is long and thick. They are attached to the stem and they have fine, thinner, smaller roots at their end, the lateral roots. Plants like beans, tea, people, all have taproot. The fibrous root that is there, this type has a group of equally sized roots attached to the stem. You see this blackish, this grayish thing? They don't have a long root. They're all small size and equally sized, and they're attached to the stem. There is no main root. Wheat, grass, all of these have fibrous roots. The second main part of the plant is the stem. The stem is above the ground. For herbs, they can be generally green in color. And they bear the branches, they have the leaves, they have the flowers that are there, and they bear the fruit. Now, what are the functions of stem? The stem has many tube-like structures inside the stem. They are called vessels. The vessels that conduct water are called xylem. And the vessels that conduct food prepared by the leaves are called phloem. Some of the stems can store food. Some others can do the function of leaf also. And those are green in color as it is here. Types of stem. There are different types of stem such as herbs, climbers, creepers, shrubs, and trees. Now, herbs are those plants which have soft and green stem. The climbers have weak stem and they have special apparatus or something to help them to climb called the tendrils. The creepers, they do not have such things for climbing and therefore they creep on the ground like pumpkin and watermelon. The shrubs are those plants which have a little thick and stiff branches. They are woody in nature and many of them can rise at the base of it like the rose plant. Then you have the trees with a thick stem that's called the trunk. It's hard and woody in nature. Some stems can grow underground. They store food such as potato and ginger. Leaves are the most important part of the plant. They're called the kitchen of the plant. Basically, the plant's leaves can have different structure. The parts of the leaves are the part which attaches the leaf to the stem is called the petiole. The broad part of the leaf is called the lamina or the leaf blade. A leaf can have leaf tip and the base of it. In the middle runs the main midrib. They have lateral veins and smaller, finer venations. Leaves are called the kitchen of the plant because they prepare food. The food that is prepared by the leaves is stored up and used up by the plant. That which is stored up is used by us and by animals. Water and sunlight is required for preparing food using chlorophyll. Apart from chlorophyll, leaves need carbon dioxide, water and sunlight to make food. This is called photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a process of making food by the plant in the presence of sunlight. Photo means light. Synthesis means to make food. As I said, the food that is prepared by the plant is stored in different parts of the plant. The roots also store it, the stem also store it, the buds and the other parts also utilize it. Life cycle of a plant. Plants begin their life by germinating from a seed. The basic duration for which a plant lives is called the life cycle of the plant. So you have the annual, the biennial and the perennial. Annual plants just live for 1 year, during which they grow, they multiply, they give out the fruit like wheat, grass and other plants. The biennial, they live for 2 years. The first, they grow. First part of the year, they grow, and the second part of the year, they give out the fruit, and thus they need 2 years to complete their life cycle. That's called the biennial. Perennial plants live for many years, such as mango, apple, and other trees. The flower is the most fascinating part of the plant. The plant grows flower in order to reproduce. The flowers help in pollination, and this pollination is the formation of seed and fruit. The flower consists of the green sepals, which protects the flower in the bud shape. They have petals which are brightly colored. These petals attract the insects, and they have little sweet fluid in them called the nectar. So the insect comes to drink this nectar. The flower also has the male part of the flower called the stamens. The stamens have the anthers, which have the pollen grain, which is the male gamete. And then the flower, in the center part of the flower, are the carpel or the female gametes of the female portion of the plant. So what is pollination? Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from one flower to the other, and thus insects help in pollination. Even wind and other medium there which also help in pollination. But the main aspect of pollination are done by insects. The pollen grains are transferred because it sticks to the body of the insects, and then when it lands on the other flower, it lands on the stigma of the flower. The pollen grains develop pollen tubes in which the gametes travel down to the ovary, and thus it fuses and the seed is formed. The seed. Seed is the tiny life support package that gives rise to a new plant. Seed consists of a pip, a nut, or a bean. The parts of a seed. The parts of a seed are the seed coat, which covers and protects the cotyledons and the embryo inside. The cotyledons are two leaf-like structures. The seed can be a monocotyledon seed or a dicotyledon seed. A monocotyledon seed will generally have fibrous root, and the venation will be parallel. A dicotyledon seed, the seed will have a taproot system with the venation spreading out. That's called reticulate venation. Examples of dicotyledons are the beans, and examples of monocotyledon are rice and wheat. The embryo is inside the plant, which grows into the upper part called the stem, and the radicle is the lower part, which becomes the root structure. Essential conditions for germination. It's the water, air and warmth. Without that, a seed will not germinate. Vegetative reproduction. Now plants developing from seed takes a very long time, and therefore they can be reproduced vegetatively from the different parts of the plant, such as leaves, stem, root or even branches. This is called vegetative reproduction. Potato is an example. If you put a small potato into the soil, the buds will develop into a new plant. Carrot and radish develop from the root. Things to remember: the root fixes the plant to the soil. The stem helps in conducting the water to different parts of the plant, and they hold the plant upright. The leaves are the kitchen of the plant, and they prepare food. The flowers are the reproductive organ of the flower, and they help in producing fruits and seeds. Some plants can grow from different parts of the plant, such as leaves, stem, roots. This is called vegetative reproduction. That's about for today. Stay home, stay safe. Have a nice day.